How's it? Angus. Welcome to Take two. Welcome to... What's my name? Mongoose Max Hawaii. Take 3. Ginger tea. Yes, haste makes waste. Tumbling and stumbling over my own tongue and my own memory. Short, long. Arg. Arg. So, welcome to Mongoose Max Hawaii. Okay, yeah. I could just try to make, I had a strange dream though. I don't know. I thought it was 11 o'clock, but then the paintbrush was right in front of the, it looked like 1 something. I was like, oh my gosh, don't stay up too late. It's hard to wake up for Sept. Anyways. The only thing I remember about the dream was I was waking up and it was like, it's a setup. It's a setup. Like someone was warning me. It's a setup. It's a setup. So I woke up. I'm like, wow, man. It's a setup. It's like, I've been warned. And now you've been warned. It's a setup. I have no idea. What's a setup? You've been warned. Hey, welcome to Thursday. It is September 10th. And our headline for today is New Rules Spurn Concern. Is that stupid enough? Yes, it is. Guess, here's the fun, I don't know, they came up with the thing, okay, the stay-at-home lockdown is locked down once again, and they're extending it, basically. They're extending it another 2 weeks. Sony was on for 2 weeks, and it was like, oh my god, are they gonna lift it? It's gonna go on for 2 more weeks. That's what they should have done. They should have just said 4 weeks right off the bat, you know? But everyone's like, and businesses, yeah, I get it, but she, you know, it's not me, it's dying, it's them, it's dying. So there happens to them because they gotta get money somehow with their employment, work, shit, business thing. It's not gonna happen to them, or the spread that promotes. All of the customers come inside and catch it and give it to each other. It's freaking logical thinking. Anyway, it's been extended. There's a modification because there's been lots of complaints and letters to the editor, as hopefully you'll get to. Okay. So, they, you know, had the Lieutenant Governor Josh Green, Dr. Green, they're starting to not like this guy, asking city and state officials to change Ohio's latest stay-at-home orders to allow residents living in the same household to engage in outdoor activities together. So if it's mom and pop and it's not a store, but it's mom and pop and you're at home living together anyways. So why can't you just go to the park together? Because as it stands now, the modification they thought was so forgiving, merciful, and generous was that you get to go out to the park. You get to go out hiking if you're all alone. So keep your hiking light, not very long, because you don't want to get lost or stuck on the edge of a cliff, because no one knows you're gone. And careful when you go out swimming. Don't swim in waters that you can't stand up in. Actually, there's such a thing as shallow water blackout. You can drown in 6 inches of water. So, I know, I used to do scuba. I was twice certified, Naui and Patty, and that's just, yeah, it's like the song, Glory Days. It's difficult to bring it up, because it's like, yeah, old man, yeah. Young whippersnapper. Anyways, ha ha ha, ho ho ho, hee hee hee. We're off to see the virus, the wonderful virus of us all. We're off to see the virus, the wonderful virus of us all. It's there, it's here, it's here, it's there, it's everywhere. Even when you touch the toilet seat, flush twice. There it is, it's in your face for life. It's the virus we see tonight. Anyways, here's a... Where the hell did that come from? Oh, I watched a documentary. Someone went and visited all the graves of the people that worked in the Wizard of Oz movie. And here's Toto. Actually, Toto's buried underneath the 101 freeway, but they do have a monument. He was buried there, but then they got... So Toto's under the freeway. Apropos. There's a business. It's on Kapiolani Avenue. Yeah, Kapiolani. Whatever. It's on that Kapiolani thing. Kapiolani and freaking, I don't know, whatever that cross street. Ward? Nah. Is it? Whatever. Kind of Puno area, sort of area. But anyways, Hawaii Rental. They, rent out a, you don't need your own chainsaw. If you're going to be Texas Chainsaw Massacre and you're just going to want to rent the chainsaw and you hand it back, I'm sorry I didn't wash it off. If you're just renting out power tools, Hawaii Rental, generators, they always have on their marquee, that is marquee, these funny little sayings, And this one, what the? Yeah. That's not a ghost. Anyways, they have this marquee talking about our little new rules. New rules. They watch Bill Maher, apparently. And this one says, lockdown update. People with no friends allowed to sit on a bench. It's just... I don't know. I thought it was pretty hilarious when I first read it. Now it's kind of sort of funny. Sounds like they're being serious. Screw you. You got no friends? Go sit on the bench. It's allowed. We'll allow you. We'll allow you to go sit on the bench over there. Since you don't have any friends. Cases for today, 100, which is actually the count for yesterday, but this is the daily count in the morning. COVID data helps assess proliferation. Yeah, okay, that's what they hoped for it to do. And this guy resigns, and no one gives a rat's anymore about the film is shot about pushing that. Kevin Spacey getting lawsuit again. Touching teenagers at parties. And they come by like 20, 30 years later. I think because the guy's got money, right? It's like, time to sue him now. I'm sure they were willing, complicit. I'm sure they weren't willing. Anyways. They weren't willing. They're at a party. I'll go back to your apartment with you. Dumbass. They vaping teens sharply. Okay, teenagers at. Who's taking advantage of who? Shooting autistic boy. Oh, that's sure. That's great. He's going for a gun. Fast-moving wildfire explodes and kills 3. Well, Trump reveals his views on virus, military, health chief officer research. Yeah, we're gonna have a virus available by election day. That's a little spooky. Really now. Here, and our letters to the editor, which I have to get to. Okay, and just to show you this one, I'll just do it. Whistleblower alleges threats were minimized. This one's getting girty. Top officials elected Homeland Security directed agency analysts to downplay threats from violent white supremacy and Russian election interference, a Homeland Security official said in a whistleblower complaint released on Wednesday. Ben Murphy, former head of Homeland Security Intelligence Branch, said the complaint was that he ordered this spring by Chad Wolf. There's his picture. Oh, he's a wolf. by acting security of the acting security of department. The acting security of the department. To stop producing assessments on Russian interference. He was ordered by this guy, security, to stop producing assessments on Russian interference and focus instead of Iran and Iraq. This request, Murphy said, was routed through Wolf from Robert O'Brien, the White House National Security Advisor. So it's from the top dogs, kind of like Watergate. Wolf later told him not to disseminate a report on Russian disinformation campaign to denigrate, that's to ruin their reputation, denigrate Joe Biden's mental health because it made him. Don't do that to Joe Biden out against mental health because, quote, it made the president look bad. And we don't want the president to look bad. Jeez. Virus by voting time. Said who warned that the actions in their totality threatened the national security. In other instances, the High Department. So that's about as boring as that internal campaign stuff is. In the local news, PC rejects the biomass plant on the Big Island is not having a good day at all. The public rejects it. I don't know. Another setback for the $350 guy. And the Congressional Gold Medal veteran's 99th birthday doubles as medal ceremony, where he is spanked 99 times. Oh, thank you, sir. Give me another. No, he's getting some Congressional Gold Medal, and he's also 99. And he was in the World War II and stuff like that. And this is Peter with his dog. And today's big question: if tested for COVID, would you quarantine properly in your home for 14 days? They asked Priestful this. 57%, so about 60%. Yes, enough distance from others in household. Oh, do you quarantine properly in your home? See, like stay away from others. Mommy, stay away from me. 30% difficult, somewhat difficult, but doable. 13%, no, too cramped, need quarantine hotel site. Because there's a big quarantine hotel. It's quarantine hotel. It's just for you. Come on in. Wipe your doo-doo. Quarantine hotel. Oh, what the heck? Fell down over there. Reinfection remains a mystery to experts. Can I get the coronavirus twice? Answer: it seems possible. And that sums up that. Sure thing become a problem. Yeah, Disney's got problems. Boo-hoo. I'm so concerned over Disney's problems. Seeing this. Okay. Moving along. Just slow and steady. Like slow and steady. Like Aesop's Fables, written by Aesop, 500 BC. 500 BC. Aesop's Fables. So they could have been around when Jesus was around. They could have read Jesus, Aesop's Fables, for Betty Bye little kid stories. I don't know if they would have because he's Jewish. I'm watching all these things on. Everyone battles about religion and whether Did Jesus really was an empty tomb? Was this real? It's all made up, and Moses didn't exist, and I was like, oh my God. And then there's apologists. Apologists. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I ever stuck my nose in apologists. Apologists means they're just supporting their evidence, so they're supporting their side of the view. So if I was a Christian apologist, I'd be supporting the Christian side, and if I was an atheist, I'd be supporting the atheists, or the apologists. So, but I am sorry. It sounds like apology, I know. I'm sorry I stuck my nose in that shit. It's like, God, it's like put a hurt on your brain. It's all very intellectual, but it's like, maybe some other time. Okay. I'm trying to believe in God. To find out about miracles or something. Miracles versus man. Get with the program. Asking people to wear their mask properly. This is good. Most people at grocery stores and at other essential businesses wear face masks correctly with mouth and nose covered. A few other customers, for whatever reason, cover only their mouths, endangering everybody nearby. I rarely intervene, parenthetical, with mixed results, and parenthetical. Recently, I was in line at a store. I noticed an elderly man nearby whose mask didn't cover his nose. When I politely reproached him, he snarled at me, "Go away." Go figure. In any case, I can't help myself from occasionally being a mask-up vigilante. Well, looks like we're gonna have to. Sorry. We're gonna have to time warp. Okay, let's just do it. Okay, we're gonna do real change. 3, 2, 1. Cut. Okay, this is good. We're gonna get sick of. Put your hands on your head. There's no pelvic thrusting going around over here anymore for a shiver with anticipation. Alright, already. What's on the slab? Okay, that was asking people to wear their masks properly. Mask a vigilante. Pull up over your nose. He snarled at me, "Go away." Dummy. 6-foot distancing is arbitrary. It could be even farther than 6 feet. But if you're going up to reproach somebody, the guy's got totally common sense in his right to say, "Bog off, you mofo." What the hell are you going? "Hey, let me fix your man. It's not coming with your nose." We don't know what this guy talking about. He might even talk like that. Thank you, Stan. We appreciate your vigilanteism. X-Files, Watchmen. Which one is it? Was it that one? Big dork, badass. Oh, okay. The first badass was cool. Nick Cage. What the hell? Never mind. James Hochberg, downtown Honolulu. Should we do that one or this one? No, this one or that one? More accuracy, supporting isolation. This one's actually good, so I'll just read this one. Support isolation hotels. Isolation hotel. Welcome to the hotel isolation. Support isolation hotels to keep people safe. Honolulu and the mayor did a good thing using federal CARES Act funds. So they used federal funds to do this. Renting hundreds of thousands of dollars a month Let's rent a hotel. Ramp up the testing and contact tracing, making hotel rooms available for first responders or others who test positive for COVID-19 but have no room to quarantine in crowded homes. The Star and there's no room service. Just remember, the Star advertiser's coverage, however, is negative, carrying headlines like, hotel quarantines cost hundreds of thousands per month at scare funds. Damn straight they should say that stuff. Stopping COVID-19 and reopening the economy takes active testing, tracing, isolation, support, treatment, honest commitment, financial and goods governance, including closing gatherings, commerce, and travel. Sad but true, and I agree with this part. If you shut it all down now, get this stuff kind of like in a controllable fashion as best as possible, it'll be better reopening, and in the long run cost the economy less. Just a theory. We all had a painful lesson in what happens when one, if all, or all of these elements is neglected, like people just gathering in a big party. Wages are low, in everyone's interest to fully support well-run isolation hotels to stop this surge. Republican, you're boring, but sort of basically right. Oh, I'm trying to be good news. Good news, oh God. Republicans have always stood for liberty. Brace me. Lordy. Lord, look down on us and have mercy. Although I'm Catholic. In nomine Patri, Filii, Spiritus Sancti. Vini Sancti Spiritus. Vini Sancti Spiritus. Vini Sancti Spiritus. On November 19th, 1863, the very first Republican president of the United States of America delivered his Gettysburg Address, in which he reminded us that a new nation of the USA was conceived in liberty. Liberty has been one of the hallmarks of the idea of government's role as sought by Republican lawmakers ever since, including the territory of Hawaii's Republican congressional delegate in 10 terms, Jonah Kohio Kalanianiole, from March 4th, 1903 until his death. In this election, it is time for us all in Hawaii to vote Republican to ensure our lives enjoy liberty. James Hochberg, downtown Honolulu. In this election, it is time to shut the hell up with your campaigning. Well, and people pretty much got a pretty good idea who they're going to vote for. They got a pretty good idea whose bipartisan side they're on. So, get your Republican crap out of my face. I don't like either party, to tell you the truth. I'm the non-partisan part. But I'll remind you, I was born in the land of Lincoln. Not that, but in the land of Lincoln, and I was born in it, so I don't know, that doesn't make me an expert, but, I looked into it. 1800s, oh God, just don't make this long. When the Republican Party first got started, it was small. It was a small, teeny little party. No one was in it. It was like a new thing. And when Lincoln was running on that party, he was like a little underdog, and he was having trouble with but he was debating well. His speeches were getting some points, and he was a good speaker. He was getting some real points on there. But his points, if you know, in the Gettysburg Address and those kind of things, was very much echoing of we the people, and pretty much echoing that the government is the people, not these people in Washington. We the people are the government. Oh, no, shut the hell up. No, we the people are the government. Those guys, we hired them to do this stuff, the office work, in a sense. If you look at that stuff, the Republican Party was for the people, by the people, government by the people, for the people. The government was not, Republican Party was like the Republican Party in the 1800s is like the Democratic Party beginnings. Grassroots for the people. It's not that now. And he had to go back to the territory of Hawaii to find Republicans. This is a blue state. Sorry, Trumpy Bear. But it's a blue state in a weird way. It's always been blue state because people in Hawaii like status quo and they don't want to change anything. It works, don't break it. In this election, it's time for us to all go bullshit. So, do what you say to ensure liberty. Yeah, that's sure. That speaks freedom and liberty to me. I'll do whatever you say. Fuck you. And I don't like this election at all. Not at all. All right, Becky. Give me those drumsticks. I'm gonna freaking whack somebody. Okay. People wear their masks properly. Electric cars will prevail over gas-fed dinosaurs. Ahead of me is a primitive fire-breathing monster. I watch it nervously. I do wait patiently for it to move slowly ahead. Or do I swiftly pass around it? It stinks and is very noisy. And it's emitting soot in large volumes of climate-changing gases. It is very backward and contains many legacy parts, including starter motor, carburetor, fire explodes, pistons, gears, crankshaft, muffler, tailpipe, the nut behind the wheel. It's too bad that this monster and others like it have already, like the dinosaurs, gone extinct. Hey man, stop dissing the dinosaurs. I'm into dinosaurs. I was into dinosaurs since I was 5 years old. Moof. This monster is a 2020 Chevy Silverado. Come on down. Da, 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 da. But there are many other related monsters all over the world. Monsters. I am more modern. I am quiet and have no emissions. I have fewer parts and a battery and an electric motor, so my maintenance costs are trivial. I am the future. Yes, you are, Fred Harris of Kailua. The future. The future. Anyways, that was me trying to be positive. It's the news. So what do you expect? Sorry about this being long. If you get this far, don't unsubscribe. See you in the future. Aloha. Hang loose. Aloha.